said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see the #3 team in the country, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on another team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. I guess they're not interested in kicking it away. They're lining up for an onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball.
And man, oh man, what a gamble, right? To start the game, I guess they're trying to get this home crowd even more jacked up, get them in the football game, but it fails. They recover the onside kick. Now you're going to need this home crowd to get loud and play some defense with it.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. It's complete to the left. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick.
Well, I give them a lot of credit for having guts. You normally don't see onside kicks until the very end of the game. Here we are in the first quarter, and they tried one, but it didn't work. So their defense now has to come out here and bail them out.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quarterback making checks. They'll start this drive going to the air. A strike downfield. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
So after the huge chunk play, they've got it first and goal from the 10. Here's the handoff. The margin for error is so small in this conference, it's really imperative to get off to a good start in Big Ten play.
Especially, Reese, since you're adding so much talent now to this conference. But yeah, year in and year out, you know the mainstays in this conference, but there's always some surprises, and I'll be interested to see how everybody starts off this season. Listen, this is your first opportunity, Palmer, in conference play, in a major conference, obviously in the Big Ten, to make your first statement.
And it's going to be taxing all season long for these players. Physically, obviously, and you expect that in the Big Ten Conference. But now adding all those West Coast teams, these guys are going to be flying back and forth across the country a lot this year. They have to get off to a fast start today. That's what makes this game so critical.
Unable to get it out of their own territory, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. With the catch, it's Jordan. Crosses the 35, out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play, spotted at the 32.
Defense, what are we doing? How are you going to let that guy, one of the best receivers in the entire country, be wide open like that? You're just making it way too easy for the offense.
And he's brought down after a nice game.
Well, this tight end can run these crossing patterns, and he can catch the ball against man coverage or zone coverage. That time, nice job seeing the ball in, helping his QB out.
Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. Williams will pass. He's got his man across the middle. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. Find the offensive coordinator. I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
He'll bring it back looking for help. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top, otherwise this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
The short hand, it's Graham. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him and get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
The Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. It'll be 3rd and short from their own 33. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Pressure coming. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Finds a man in the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Porter. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than they did here, but it was still a positive game.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Just keep slinging it. Makes the grab. It's Burton. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're there to stop him at the 21 after a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Quarterback on the keeper. He showed it all there. A little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. grabbed in the backfield. It's Peoples. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You've got to be aggressive, and you've got to make tackles.
Touchdown, Ohio State. Fitted in the window for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. The returner will field it and bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Possession from their own 20. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, you see the defense make a big play there in the RPO, and they're doing it because they're starting to load the box. If you're the play caller offensively, you might want to think about having your quarterback keep the ball and then try to throw it downfield.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Might be calling a hot route. Williams looking for a man. Dances away to buy time. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, he hauls that pass in. Big play for the offense. The Trojans have had such a history at this receiver position, right? You go back to Mike Williams, Keyshawn Johnson, Juju, and then Jordan Addison. There's always a playmaker on the perimeter of the field for the quarterback to take advantage of, and they've got to keep feeding this guy the football. He is dangerous.
Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
Here we go, here we go. On second down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Looking down the left side. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Southern Cal. That had touchdown written all over it from the moment he caught the ball. Big play, big run for the school.
Yeah, they had touchdown written all over because nobody was covering it. It'd be a good idea to get a hand on him. You know, listen, I know you guys got some speed, and maybe you give him a cushion and give him some space, but that was a little aggressive on the space department.
And with the extra point, they cut the lead to 14-10. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. He'll bring it out. It's Graham. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. Well, guys, Ohio State has the lead here, and we've come to the end. close as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Handoff from the gun. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Buckeyes, really the entire state, they pride themselves on toughness. Establishing the ability to run the ball when they want to has always been important here.
Part of that Midwest lifestyle, but when you're Ohio State, you recruit at such a high level. You're going to get great offensive linemen, great running backs, so it's not a surprise that they're usually a physical unit.
To the ground, he's got it again. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, putting them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. He leaves it with his back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
It's incomplete, and this ought to be a boost of confidence for this defense, getting a stop against these guys on third down. The Buckeyes will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. They booted away on fourth down. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They took it down the field for a touchdown the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to take the lead in this football game.
So they got to be feeling good. They did their part, score. Your defense does your part. Jesse, this offense, keep that momentum. I would say stay aggressive here.
And just keep doing what you were doing on that last drive, right? Well, whatever was working for you, just go back. Keep using those same playmakers to allow you to go down here and score a touchdown.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Offense changing the play. Williams will pass. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. He'll get rid of it. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And that's a frustrating play right there. Like, the protection was really, really good. Jesse, quarterback holds on to the football, has time, and then makes a critical mistake over the middle of the field.
And he's just staring his guy down for way too long. There was the defender that had a beat on him from the get-go, and he makes him pay. That's a mistake you don't expect to see the quarterback make.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. They'll go to the ground. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Just outside the red zone as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 22. And the Buckeyes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Gives it on the option. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Goodness gracious, if you blinked, you missed it. Horrible blocking up front. Defender gets in there so fast.
Did he line up in the backfield? Second down, he'll throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now, having given up multiple first downs on this drive. Somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
The Buckeyes are flying down the field. Got it behind the line. It's Burton. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Peoples. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football. You saw guys play with excellent instinct, running down the hill and making a tackle.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and they'll talk it over to see if they can build on this lead before halftime. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. Going for 6. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Fired in from the red zone for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
Makes a move. Oh, what vision. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. The pull and throw off the RPO. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Clock's running, and they'll try to get to the line warp speed for second down. Making side adjustments here. Williams looking for a man. Moves away as he feels pressure. Unleashes to the end zone. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll send the back in motion. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Lets it fly. Right through his hands. He had a touchdown and just didn't look the ball in. It'll be 4th down. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. And the holder will put it down on the left hash, a 34-yard attempt coming. Right down the boulevard. It's good. That'll make it a one-possession game. The lead is 8.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Graham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy. Because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
That's caught. It's Peoples. Ridden out of bounds at the 45. A big play for this offense.
All right, defense. It ain't working. Right? We're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Working that left side now. Turning it on. He's down at the 23-yard line. It's a first down, and they've got to show this urgency.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
On the ground, it's Peoples. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Under fire. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the left hash, he'll try to bend in a 37-yarder. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. This whole place is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Nice job executing all of the assignments. Put a stop to that return at the 22. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They'll start this drive with a pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. One more snap coming before halftime. Williams will pass. He unleashes a long one. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Fielded in the end zone, it's Jordan. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football, Palmer, out of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback adapting. Throwing on the run. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a fourth down.
I love the defensive mentality coming out here early in the third quarter. They've got the lead. They know the offense is going to be aggressive and start taking shots. A really nice play call that time, and an even better job in the back end in the secondary being ready for it. It just feels, guys, in this game like the defense is staying one step ahead.
Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They'll give it to the back. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's first down.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
Quickly complete. He goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. He'll keep it himself. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time. Offensively, the defense coming up with a huge negative play. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that.
Touchdown, Ohio State. And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
And that's the hardest part about playing a mobile quarterback. It's not the first play. The first play was a pass. It's the second play where he decides to pull it down, Jesse, becomes a running back, and makes something happen.
You're right, David. That's why so many coaching staffs now are trying to recruit dual-threat athletes at quarterback because of situations just like that. Down in the red zone, nobody open. You're not just going to throw it away and be okay kicking a field goal. You're taking off, and you're going to capitalize with a touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. And the returner will be dragged down. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Bringing the heat. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Williams looking for a man. Here comes the heat. Breaks the tackle. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Quarterback making adjustments. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Going downfield for the big play. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced a punt. Here on 3rd down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Fires on the move. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
Well, at this point of the game, in the second half, down 3 possessions, you're not punting anymore, right? Every 4th down you're going to be going for, regardless of where you are on the field. The problem is, defense knows it too, so they're going to play call accordingly that time.
Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes. And the route is on. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Troy was able to walk off the field there in Veterans Memorial Stadium with the win, but not necessarily without a few bumps along the way. Man, nothing in college football is easy. All that speculation all week, and now we know. And something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams will pass. Buying some time. Got rid of it just in time. Couldn't find anybody